Let's talk about blood sugar management through food quality and combination rather than extreme carbohydrate restriction. Both Mediterranean and DASH patterns help prevent and manage type 2 diabetes despite being moderate carbohydrate diets, not low carb. Understanding how they achieve glycemic control without eliminating entire food groups provides practical strategies for diabetes prevention and management that are sustainable long-term. The distinction between glycemic index and glycemic load matters here. Glycemic index measures how quickly a food raises blood sugar compared to pure glucose. Glycemic load accounts for both the glycemic index and the actual carbohydrate content in a typical serving. This is more useful. Watermelon has a high glycemic index but low glycemic load because a serving contains relatively few carbohydrates. Conversely, some lower GI foods can still create substantial glycemic impact if portions are large. Mediterranean and DASH patterns naturally manage glycemic load through several mechanisms. First, the fiber content 30 to 40 grams daily slows gastric emptying and glucose absorption. Soluble fiber forms a gel in your digestive tract that literally slows the passage of food, moderating blood sugar spikes. Second, the emphasis on whole versus refined grains means the carbohydrates present are wrapped in fiber matrices that resist rapid digestion. Third, the healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, and fish slow digestion further. Fourth, adequate protein provides satiety and moderates glycemic response. Food combination strategies amplify these effects. Eating carbohydrates with fat, protein, and fiber dramatically reduces glycemic impact compared to carbs alone. Toast with avocado and egg has far lower glycemic impact than toast alone. Pasta with olive oil, vegetables, and fish creates a mixed meal with moderate glycemic load despite the pasta. Meal sequencing provides another tool. Recent research shows that eating vegetables first, then protein and fats, then starches last produces lower post-meal glucose spikes compared to eating the same foods in different order. The vegetable fiber creates a physical barrier slowing subsequent carbohydrate absorption. This is common in Mediterranean eating, starting with salad, then proceeding to main courses. Specific carbohydrate choices within these patterns favor lower glycemic options. Legumes have very low glycemic index, around 25 to 35 for most beans and lentils. Whole grains like barley, bulgur, and steel-cut oats are lower than refined options. Most vegetables except potatoes have minimal glycemic impact. Fruits vary. Berries are lower glycemic, watermelon and pineapple higher. Portion control for carbohydrate-containing foods provides another lever. The Mediterranean and DASH patterns don't eliminate carbs but right-size portions. A cup of cooked pasta is a side dish, not the entire meal. A serving of grains is half to 3/4 cup, not 2 cups. Combined with abundant vegetables, protein, and healthy fats, these moderate carbohydrate portions prevent excessive glycemic load. Vinegar offers a simple intervention. Consuming 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar with meals, in salad dressing, diluted in water, or as part of cooking, reduces post-meal glucose by about 20 to 30%. The acetic acid affects carbohydrate metabolism and gastric emptying. Mediterranean cuisine uses vinegar liberally, which may contribute to glycemic benefits. Resistant starch deserves mention. When you cook and cool starchy foods like rice, pasta, or potatoes, some starch becomes resistant to digestion, functioning like fiber. Eating yesterday's rice reheated, pasta salads, or cooled and reheated potatoes provides this benefit. Mediterranean grain salads naturally incorporate this principle. The research comparing Mediterranean and DASH patterns to other dietary approaches for diabetes prevention is impressive. The PREDIME trial showed Mediterranean diet reduced diabetes incidence by 52% in high-risk individuals compared to low-fat diet. DASH similarly shows strong diabetes prevention effects. Both patterns improve insulin sensitivity markers and reduce HbA1c in people with existing diabetes. For people using continuous glucose monitors, these patterns can be personalized further. You can identify which specific foods or combinations spike your blood sugar, which stay stable and optimize accordingly. Individual glycemic response varies. Some people tolerate rice better than bread, others the reverse. The honest advantage here is sustainability. Extreme low-carb approaches show glycemic benefits but have poor long-term adherence. Most people can't sustain very low carbohydrate intake for years. Mediterranean and DASH patterns achieve meaningful glycemic control while including foods people enjoy and can maintain indefinitely. For diabetes prevention and management, the best diet is one you'll actually follow for decades.